Hey guys, welcome to the vlog. First off, what do you think of the new shirt? It's what we're going to be wearing in all of our appearances in Reptile Expos and all the rest of that. So I'm a bit tangled up with this girl here at the moment. I've just taken her out for a bit of a stretch, just a bit of handling. But there is something that I want to touch on regarding the reptile community and what's happened over the period of the last couple of days, and it's sort of it's gone massive throughout social media and obviously YouTube and Facebook and that. So we'll touch on that, and then if we have any other time, we'll get into the rest of that. But for now, let's touch on this subject that I've really wanted to tell you guys about. So guys, if you haven't been on YouTube lately and you don't follow many of the reptile YouTubers out there, there's a guy, Brian Barczyk, and he is 1 million subscribers, massive commitment to the reptile hobby and obviously the wildlife conservation and stuff like that. And his last, not his last vlog, the vlog before that, he did about a 27-minute video and posted it, and that was actually his vlog for the day. But it was to touch on the reptile community, especially in this vlog, and it was regarding the fact that there's so many people out there that bash on people just for the sake of bashing on people, and whether it be the fact that they have evidence or not, it's still classed under that cyberbullying category. And as many of you may or may not know, it can ruin people's lives, and it's one of those subjects that is near and dear to a lot of us, and especially in the reptile community. It's hard enough as it is now that we are able to own these awesome creatures and have them in our collections and breed them and preach about them, learn about them all the time, and it's a great hobby to be in. But unfortunately, that there's some people out there that think that just because that someone's new or that someone has said something wrong, especially with social media, it's massive. So what I'm trying to get at here, guys, is as a reptile community, we are trying our hardest to make sure that the government knows that we are doing the correct thing in keeping these reptiles, as a lot of governments think that we shouldn't have these reptiles at all. And I know I'm speaking for myself here, that I couldn't imagine a day without my reptiles. I live, breathe, and always think about reptiles, and just having them in my life is such a massive accomplishment, and it's been a dream of mine for a very long time. And it's one thing that can happen is that it could all be taken away from us if we do silly things with our snakes, with our lizards, with our dragons, whatever it may be. And especially the fact that we're tearing people's lives apart because they don't know certain things about a certain reptile. And I know it can be frustrating that anybody doesn't know a certain fact about something, but everybody else does. Everybody has to start somewhere, and that's why I've created this vlog as one of the potential videos for newbies to come and just talk or just watch the videos. And I'm straightforward. I follow things from experience, from people that have taught me things, and I try and preach that in a way that newbies understand. Because if you don't talk to them in a way that they will understand, it's just going to come off either as a cyberbully attempt, or the way that some people do take it as, and that is they do attack people, and it just turns the hobby into this dark, horrible place. And we don't want that. We want happy and cheerful people ready to learn, ready to help out, especially wildlife. You know, we're trying our hardest to keep all our natural habitats available, and conservation reserves and wildlife parks and all that. That's part of what keeping reptiles is about. We want to learn how to save our Australian wildlife. So it's food for thought, guys. It's just try and be nice to everyone. I know it can be frustrating at times, you know. I feel frustrated at times reading some things on Facebook, but it's not necessarily the fact that it's somebody asking a question on different groups repeatedly over and over and over from different people. It's the fact that people are not taking them seriously. If I post a question saying help my beardie is sick and needs help, of course it's going to need veterinarian care. But it's one thing that we've got to look for is, you know, provide a little bit of assistance. You say, you know what, please do take it to the vet, but in the meantime, give it this, or, you know, help it this way. Just make sure it's got food, got water, and then make sure you book in for the vet. But it's hard, and it frustrates me to see this on Facebook, and especially, you know, people bashing somebody as big as Brian on YouTube and saying that he's mistreating his animals. So I understand to a certain extent. Like, I personally don't want to go down that road of, you know, showcasing my animals in a bad way, especially doing things just to get likes. So I don't mind if I don't get likes, as long as I reach enough people and teach them about that. That is the main priority for me. I will always showcase some sort of animal, and if not, then it will obviously have an agenda for the video. But with that said, we'll cut it here. I just wanted to get that off my chest, and just because it's been on my mind since Brian posted that, and it's obviously circling through Facebook a lot, especially in the Australian industry as well. There's a few people that have been bashed and knocked on because they've backed Brian, or so-and-so said this, so-and-so said that. Just stop, guys. You know, it's a matter of just being peaceful, and it's not about, you know, who's the bigger person in the reptile community. It's about sharing our experiences and finding new ways and new things to breed, and, you know, all that sort of stuff, all that fun stuff that I get so excited about and reading about it. It's just absolutely awesome. But I will stop here. It's off my chest. I'm sorry, guys, but let's get on to some reptiles. I'll show you maybe the Woma pythons and a few other things, because they're all getting to that food stage. So we'll go in and go see them, just to end the vlog on a happy note. So guys, the one thing I did notice is that when I highlighted Maggie in Monday's vlog about the little tail wiggle, I did notice it with the other big blackhead, and he is very, very food orientated. He's actually gotten a lot more food orientated since the last time I showcased him. So I'll get him out and see how I go. I hope it goes well, but yeah, I've noticed it with him as well. So it's something to touch on, and I might even get in contact with a couple of friends that I know that breed and keep black-headed pythons. So I'll get this guy out and we'll see what he's like. But it's something interesting to definitely look into as well, because it's something that you're obviously going to be constantly learning the whole time that you're keeping these awesome creatures. But here's the guy here. Instantly, he's wrapped. And he's got quite a good grip on him now too, so it's another thing that you've got to look for. And these guys generally are quite slow, but can come back, and he's very, very food orientated, obviously. But there he is. But all he wants to do is give me a crack, and I don't think I'm ready to have a black-headed python touch my hand. But that's him. He's getting massive. We'll try and find a girl for him, hopefully this year. If not, it will be next year, definitely. But black-headed python, there he is. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and end the vlog here. It was good to be able to get that off my chest, and I hope you do appreciate the fact that I had to tell you guys that and just keep you up to date with what's going on in the reptile community. We also have that competition running up as well, don't forget, and that will be with that image that I showcased on Monday. So that will be absolutely fantastic for someone to get onto that. I do have Darwin coming up on Friday, so I will be doing a few live videos, obviously doing the vlogs as well. Big adventure. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. I'm looking forward to it 100%, even though it may be raining, maybe stormy, but doing a crocodile cage, that's going to be awesome. And obviously I'm doing a behind the scenes tour of Crocosaurus Cove, so there's a few things to look forward to, as well as doing a bit of herping and a Croc River cruise as well, where the croc comes up over the boat, so that'll be awesome. But until then, I will do some live feeds and stuff like that, and obviously I will see you on Monday.